Hi, I'm Heather Bartlett from Bernard Middle School, and we are talking about ancient Egypt right now and the Nile River.
And how they were controlling the rivers by building a levee, so we had a hands-on project on trying to build our own levee.
Can we have a piece of tape? Small piece.
Some foil.
So the straws are supposed to clog up the little holes.
Wait, we should put like another piece of tape right here.
All kids, whether they say it or not, love to get dirty and love to be active, and they love to share their ideas. So if we do an activity like this, they have some input and they have a voice and they have a choice of how they want to do it.
Some more straws.
So it makes learning a lot more interesting, and they are a lot more engaged than they normally would be if we were just reading out of a text. Teamwork is very important. I do have kids that come up to me and they say, I don't like so-and-so, and we don't work well together.
Don't break it at the final few seconds. Don't do that.
And I kind of tell them, too bad, so sad, buddy. You know, you may not like the guy in your cubicle either when you're in your 20s or whatever you're doing as a career, but you have to learn to work together. And if you work together and put your differences aside, more than likely you're going to have some success. My end result, we talked about engineering. Here comes the flood.
I think it's gonna work. I can't.
Wow. No water!
Because we added it.
Flood! It works!
All right, here comes the flood.
I think it's going to go in the middle.
Nope.
Oh, that was unsuccessful.
Yeah, unsuccessful. So if we're engineers, right, and we are unsuccessful in our first attempt, do we get to do it again?
Yeah. I think it's more fun to do this than read the actual book because you actually get to experience it.
It's like a team thing and getting to know your team better, and a hands-on project, and I like projects like that.
As we continue through the unit, we're going to talk about how the Egyptians were able to control water and could irrigate their fields and protect their villages and empires.
This is Dan Regan, 8th grade social studies teacher here at Margaret Berkeley Middle School. And the lesson we are learning today is historical design thinking.
We can talk about the different weak points about the Articles of Confederation, how they're kind of like some bad points in it.
Which is pretty typical for a social studies class. What we normally don't do then is take it to the next level. Shay's rebellion was that second part, is how do we know there are weaknesses? Daniel Shay pointed it out with his rebellion, and that our national government couldn't put an army together with no money. And for our kids to be able to see that and then think, that is a problem, and then work through a solution is deeper learning than I would have ever experienced as a kid.
But my thought is, like, how are they going to pay for all these taxes if they're barely making any money? And, like, they're getting their farms taken away and going to prison and all that.
They're being taxed for something, and basically the government's lying about what they're taxing them for.
Okay.
And they're losing what they worked for.
I think it kind of shows that it's kind of like unfair and kind of unjust, like almost like they don't even care about the people and their like circumstances that they're in.
That's the shift, is that not only is it important for them to know our past, but what are we going to do with it? Because that's the application that they'll have in real life.
Every state has their own currency.
No formal way to collect taxes.
Daniel Shay isn't the important part. It's the skills that they gather from this study. So the fact that they're critically thinking about the problems in the Articles of Confederation and then creatively solving them, working together, collaborating to come to a solution and come to a solution that's going to work for everybody, those are skills that they're going to use no matter what job they have in the future, or no matter what they do as a hobby, or whatever their passion is later in life. That's going to help them succeed, not the fact that they know about Daniel Shay.
I am Nicole Sproul. I'm the health teacher at Oakville Middle School. We just went to Project Lead the Way and did a chickenpox epidemic lesson.
Okay, then everybody get up and start moving.
The experiment was that one person would spread chickenpox throughout, and then they would, the second round, we had multiple people spreading chickenpox without people having vaccines.
So I need to vaccinate 13 more people. 1, 2.
And then looking at how many people got chickenpox after almost 100% of people were vaccinated.
It's more of an active style. I think it's fun because it gets the kids moving around and it helps them
learn better.
STEM in my classes, what I've seen, the result of that is more student engagement. They don't have a choice to just sit at their desk. And when you have more student engagement, you have more, a higher student achievement levels.
Instead of us just sitting there and just writing on and reading on a piece of paper, we got to like get up and talk to other people and just interact.
That's one of the big parts of STEM, is having students collaborate with each other and communicate with each other, which in turn prepares them for later on in life, prepares them for careers later on.
If you work together as a team, I think you can get more stuff done and you're more active and paying attention more.
We wanted the kids to know from the health aspect of it is that the more people that have vaccinations, the less people are going to get that specific disease.
You could have just told them. You could have just
We could have just told them, but I think them going through this activity and actually living through this, like, hey, I have chickenpox because I didn't get the vaccine, kind of really sticks with them, and they remember that.
It's been an amazing, impactful experience for students and teachers. For our 8 STEM innovators, they are completely flipping their classrooms and totally innovating everything they do, rethinking the way that they teach.
As we've had the shift and a little bit of a transformation, the teachers have really started to say, wow, this is pretty cool. Kids are starting to get really excited about things, maybe even subjects that topics they're covering that maybe they thought they weren't so exciting before.
I think we're getting a lot of help from Discovery Ed through Kristen, a great coach. She is doing such a good job assisting those teachers who are the innovators, that they're doing great things. And because they're doing great things, other teachers naturally want to borrow those great things.
It's just been an amazing experience so far, and we love seeing what our teachers are doing, and they're coming to us seeking out opportunities to innovate even more each and every day.